Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Source 16 News. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news, Christian County High School Principal Kathy Johnson has resigned from her position. According to the Christian County School Central Office website, Johnson's position was posted today. After serving as interim principal, Johnson was offered the position on April 12, 2010. and has worked in the school district for 10 years. According to sources, Johnson's last day of employment is June 30th. Well, as the polls close, it has been a dismal day for poll workers with an extremely low turnout reported across the state for the 2011 primary elections. The primary election includes candidates for the following state races: governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, auditor of public accounts, state treasurer, and commissioner of agriculture. In a few hours, we will know which Republican candidates for governor and lieutenant governor will face Democrat Governor Steve Beshear and Jerry Abramson, who ran unopposed in the primary. Source 16 will be providing updates at the bottom of the screen during the Phillies and Cardinals game, and we'll have the final results coming up during the 10 o'clock news tonight. Meanwhile, Governor Beshear will be in Callaway County tomorrow. The governor will stop at Pella Windows and Doors in Murray to make an economic development announcement, according to a news release. The governor's announcement will be held at 10 o'clock at 307 Pella Way. We'll have more on the announcement coming up tomorrow night during Source 16 News at 6 and 10. Meanwhile, First Lady Jane Beshear will be in Western Kentucky the following day, Thursday. The First Lady plans to be the main speaker at the Friends of the Pennyrile Foundation's grand opening for the Equestrian Campground at Pennyrile Forest State Resort Park in Dawson Springs. In addition, Tourism, Arts, and Heritage Cabinet Secretary Marchetta Sparrow and Parks Commissioner Jerry Vandermeer plan to attend and participate in the grand opening event, which will be followed by a reception at the lodge. Pennyrile Forest State Resort Park Superintendent Peter Bowles says the new campground will provide access to about 30 miles of horseback trails. He said there are a total of 8 horse campsites and includes 5 rings, grills, picnic tables, hitching posts for up to 4 horses, full hookups, and on-site sewage. Hemlock Semiconductor is reportedly negotiating with Tennessee officials on an incentive package for a $3 billion expansion of its solar materials plant in Clarksville. That would create 900 more new jobs. Hemlock officials released a statement Monday that a Senate subcommittee is pursuing a $150 million bond issue to make infrastructure improvements at the Clarksville site. Hemlock officials recently announced that more than 1,600 construction workers are currently working at the Clarksville site and have nearly completed building the administration building. Warehouse, maintenance buildings, and other support facilities will be finished later this year, and production facilities should be complete next year. Officials say the $1.2 billion plant is scheduled to begin producing polysilicon, the cornerstone material for solar cells, in late 2012. We now have a few more details on a story we first reported last night at 10 o'clock regarding a fatal school bus crash in western Kentucky. Kentucky State Police today closed US 62 from Kentucky Highway 1628 to Kentucky Highway 307 in Carlisle County to allow for reconstruction of the fatal wreck near the Cunningham community that claimed the life of 6-year-old Logan Simpson. State police say around 1:40 Monday afternoon, the school bus carrying 27 first and second graders was returning from a field trip from Paducah when the bus swerved off the road and rolled over onto a steep embankment. Simpson of Kirbyton was pronounced dead at the scene, and 16 other students were transported to area hospitals. The bus driver was airlifted to a hospital in Cape Girardeau, and a chaperone was airlifted to Memphis. There are reports that the bus driver swerved to miss a deer in the roadway, but investigators have not confirmed that. The Carlisle County Elementary School in Bardwell was closed today due to the primary election, and counselors are expected to be at the school tomorrow to help students and staff cope with their grief. Police are conducting a death investigation of a 53-year-old Hopkinsville man who was found dead in his apartment Monday morning. Hopkinsville police were dispatched to 24D Pennyrile Apartments around 10 o'clock and found Marshall West deceased. Upon arrival, Deputy Coroner Mike Stokes noticed a bruise on West's abdomen that seemed peculiar. but he told police he believed West died of natural causes. The report says an autopsy is going to be performed as a precaution. Family members told Stokes the 53-year-old had a history of medical problems. A 19-year-old Hopkinsville man was found competent to stand trial for murder today. During a mental competency hearing this afternoon, Dr. Greg Perry with the Kentucky Correctional Psychiatric Center told Christian County Circuit Court Judge John Atkins he believes Seth Wallen showed no signs of psychosis or mental retardation and is fully able to comprehend the charges against him during his 2-month examination of Wallen. As we previously reported, the 19-year-old is charged with murder and tampering with physical evidence. According to Hopkinsville police, Wallen admitted to fatally shooting another Hopkinsville man, 38-year-old Corey Trice, October 9, 2010, in front of 1811 Oak Street, and then disposing of the murder weapon. Wallen remains lodged in the Christian County Jail on a $1 million bond. Clarksville police are asking for the public's help in identifying 2 armed robbery suspects. Police say the robbery occurred on the night of May 12th around 10 o'clock at the Food Mart at 710 Peachers Mill Road. Now, according to police, 2 males entered the store, pointed a handgun at the clerk and a customer, and demanded money. Now, after the clerk handed over the money, the 2 robbery suspects then fled from the store. Anyone with information is asked to call the Clarksville Police Tips Line at 931-645-8477. A Murray businessman recently donated funding through the Murray-Callaway County Endowment for Healthcare to purchase a new virtual fire extinguisher training system. MCCH Vice President of Institutional Development Keith Travis said the funding for this system was made available from Chuck Jones and his wife Sarah. He said their contribution was matched by another donor that helped the hospital to reach their goal of $10,000. The computerized system is portable and improves efficiency and replaces the old method of using a charged extinguisher to fight a live fire. Now, according to MCCH Safety Coordinator Mark Torsak, this contribution's made an invaluable impact on the hospital and community. Well, the City of Madisonville's wastewater collection department will be smoke testing the sanitary sewer system as weather allows. The smoke testing began today and will be conducted through the end of the month between East Center and North Main Streets. Tomorrow and Thursday, officials will close the eastbound lane of traffic at 308 West Center Street, the Dr. Pepper building, from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. for sewer repairs. Now, if you have any questions, please contact the Wastewater Collection Department, 270-821-3717. Having a child with any kind of defect is hard to cope with physically, emotionally, and financially. Michelle Herron brings us the story of how the Timeless Hearts organization has helped a Western Kentucky family after their child was born with a congenital heart defect.
If you ask this 3-year-old, he'll tell you his first ride wasn't in a car, but actually in a helicopter. Craig and Dilly Herzog welcomed their son Fisher into the world 3 weeks early. But happiness quickly turned into worry for the new family when nurses rushed baby Fisher into another room. Fisher was diagnosed with a congenital heart defect known as transposition of the great artery. In other words, baby Fisher's blood was pumping backwards, and he was to undergo surgery at St. Louis Children's Hospital in a matter of days. During Fisher's recovery, Craig and Dilly continued to focus on the positive and lean on each other for support.
You're like, okay, I can deal with this. You're like, okay, he's had heart surgery and his chest has been cut open and he has staples in it, but he's still here. And then they prepare you for the feeding tube when you go home. And you're like, okay, he can't take a bottle, but he can eat. And what you do is you just deal with what they tell you.
Fisher is now a healthy 3-year-old, and while he may have another surgery when he's 6, the nonprofit organization known as Timeless Hearts has helped the family cope with Fisher's heart condition.
We do have financial backing for them if they need it. We do a lot of fundraisers and stuff to help with that, but a lot of it's just the emotional support too.
And while he may be too young to completely understand it now, when Fisher gets older, he will learn through Timeless Hearts that he's not the only one that carries a badge of honor. Michelle Herron, Source 16 News.
Timeless Hearts is hosting a carnival, including their My Little Hearts beauty pageant. That's coming up June 25th in Murray's Chestnut Street Park. For more information, visit the website timelesshearts.com. A Hopkinsville woman was arrested for attempting to cash a forged check worth hundreds of dollars. 36-year-old Sherika Donald is charged with one count of first-degree criminal possession of a forged instrument. Hopkinsville police reported today that on May 10th, the owner of Carr's Liquors, located on North Main Street, told them that Donald tried to cash a $963 forged check. He told police when he noticed the check was forged, he contacted the business and confirmed that it was forged. According to police, Donald attempted to cash the check that she claimed was received by UPS.